Hi, good morning. It's Monica Dubé with Heal Your Mind, Heal Your Life Transformation Program. And right now I'm doing lessons 3 and 4 of A Course in Miracles to help us shift out of fear and to come into the recognition of who we really are. So yesterday we did lessons 1 and 2, which show us that we are perceiving the world as we have decided that it is for us, that we are giving meaning. Sorry, turn the air off. We are giving meaning to everything we see by our thought about it. Okay, so we're taking back our power and we're deciding that if I don't like what I see, I can change my mind. Great? All right, so lesson 3 is I don't understand anything I see in this room, on the street, from the window, from this place. I don't understand it. So when you say that to yourself, you can undergo an experience of letting go of your own understanding, of your own meaning that you've placed on everything. Because when you place the meaning of suffering or victim or I can't be happy because there's no security here and I'm not safe, if you can realize you're doing that to yourself, you can stop. You can stop by saying, I don't know, I don't understand. I don't understand anything I see. And that's all I need to do. For one moment, just let go of your perception. It's kind of like putting a moment of pause, I don't have to know what's going on right now. I don't understand anything I see. Just let it go for a moment and trust that the reason you don't understand it is because you are giving it a meaning that is conflictual to you. When I was in my depression, I realized that I had to find out the reason for my depression. Where was the conflict coming from? And I couldn't stand it. I was in so much pain. And I was really on my knees asking, how do I change? How do I change? Where's the fear coming from? And no one seemed to know until I picked up A Course in Miracles where it says, you don't understand anything you see. You don't understand what's going on in your world. And I knew that was true because I was in so much pain and I didn't understand what was happening. Why was I in so much pain? So it's not about judging. It's about letting go of judgment and letting go of your own perception, even for a couple of minutes. Like, I don't have to know what everything is right now. I can just be in the I don't know. Show me. And that's actually a key to letting go of what you think is true. It's like questioning the truth of it and saying, I don't know if this is true. I don't know what I think is true, right? Yeah, I think I might know because I've based everything on what I've experienced up till now, but that's still all my conditioning. And if I'm unhappy, it's because I've been conditioned to be unhappy and to suffer. And we don't need to do that. You don't need to do that anymore. Isn't that great? When you recognize the source of your suffering is you can choose to give it up and to recognize I don't understand anything I see. So I'll just let go. At least for a couple of minutes, Just see it, try it, see how it feels. It's like, oh, I don't understand it. I don't have to understand it. I don't have to figure it out. I don't have to work it out. I don't have to, I don't have to really even intellectually really truly get what's happening at all because my intellect isn't going to show me the truth anyway. It's usually in the way. But you can reason to the truth. This is what A Course in Miracles is. It uses your mind to reason to the truth. It's really powerful because your mind is powerful. And you harness the power of your mind by deciding, I don't understand anything I see. Okay? So we're still working with perception. We're still working with objectivity. I don't have to understand what all this is. I don't. It's like being a newborn baby. I didn't understand anything as a newborn baby, did you? We were told what things are. We had to learn it. It took years and years. And then we had to learn about time and how to sequence time, and that was also something that we were conditioned to believe in. So we're coming out of that now. We're coming out of that conditioned self so that we can understand that we don't have to live there anymore. And it's not because it's not happy. It's just really the whole reason to do A Course in Miracles is because you're unhappy and you want to be happy, right? Very simple. Okay, so the next lesson is these things do not mean anything. They're like the things I see in this room, from the street, from the window, right? Everything I see. Oh no, these thoughts do not mean anything. Okay, so these are thoughts now. We're moving into the realm of thought. We're moving into the idea that thoughts are things, right? There's a thought and then there's a thing. So the thought comes first and then there's a thing to represent it. So we have done that with our mind by being in a separate third dimensional experience. And because we're creators, our mind creates by deciding, okay, I want this. And then you create it. You make it happen. Right? Very powerful when you really harness the power of your mind to change your life, because you can see that everything you've done up till now has brought you to where you are, and now you can change that. You can change how you see everything. So these thoughts don't mean anything. And the thought about blank, like fill it in. This thought about my bank account, for instance, doesn't mean anything. It's like everything else I see in the room, right? It's like everything else. It's a thought, and I'm experiencing the result of that thought, right? Every time you think something, you're getting its result. That's the key. And this thought does not mean anything. I have feelings and thoughts about my bank account. I don't have to have those same feelings and thoughts. I can let those go and decide I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. You know? And it's happier when you don't think you have to know every little thing or think you have to hold on to your feelings about things, because your feelings are just actually results of your thoughts. It's like learning to realize you have control over your life rather than I'm just a victim of everything that's happened to me up till now. You know? It's power. It's real power. And this is what I teach people. This is how I do the work I do, is to help people come into the power of their own mind, to recognize I don't have to believe what I've been believing up till now. Isn't that great? It's like, oh my God, there's a key here, and I can unlock this door that's been closed to me, and that door is the door of awakening, of freedom. You can walk right through it if you choose to, and let go of the past. Because in the next couple lessons we're going to see, right, this is lesson 4, so we've got 5 and 6 tomorrow. And 5 and 6 is all about seeing that you're upset because you see something, right? You're upset because you're seeing the result of your thought, and it's not even there. So you're making it up. You're bringing your conditioning into everything that you're doing and seeing and perceiving. And so there's your freedom. Your freedom is in the recognition of that. I don't have to keep doing that. Isn't that great? I mean, it's like, wow. Who would I be if I didn't believe the thoughts I've been thinking all this lifetime, you know? Who would I be without this thought about conflict about my bank account? I'd be somebody else, right? I'd be somebody with freedom in their mind. I'd be someone who feels better, who's not as stressed. Right? We all have stress. It's crazy. The stress comes from our conflictual thoughts about everything. And this is why this is so important that I do the beginning lessons, because when you get the beginning lessons, the first 10, really, you'll really start to get what A Course in Miracles is and the freedom that it's offering you. Okay? When I really got it, the first time I read it, I was like, wow, this is a shift in my perception. This is it's like a whole different way of viewing and looking at the world and looking at who I am within the world. And it was like dynamite in my awakening my consciousness, and it shifted everything for me. I came out of depression in a couple of months, and it never came back. You know, so why did that happen? I think I'd had enough pain, and I really was ready for this new experience to happen. And if you're ready, great, like join me, because I'm here to bring people out of fear and suffering. That's my whole purpose. That's why I do what I do. It's why I do the programs that I do. It's why I teach A Course in Miracles. It's why I teach A Course of Love. It's why I teach the Byron Katie method of, you know, self-inquiry of letting go of your belief system. That belief system is causing you pain, right? Nothing else can cause you pain but your thoughts. All right, so these thoughts do not mean anything. And they're causing me pain, and they don't mean anything. Isn't that amazing? So I'm hoping that you'll understand what I'm doing here. It's kind of esoteric in a way, but it's a shift in your own consciousness to come out of fear and conflict and recognize that fear and conflict is just going on in you. It's not outside of you. Okay? When you can accept that, then you have a chance, a real shot at this. You have a shot at really fully awakening from the dream. And there's light all around you helping you, supporting you, guiding you, and giving you what you need. So that's what I do. I guide people through this so that they understand they don't have to suffer anymore. They don't have to be in pain. They don't have to be victims of their past. They don't have to stay with their traumatic childhood and feel the unresolved pain of it. And I feel people's pain, so I get it. We want to be free now, right? It's time to come out of this dream, this nightmare. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to do lessons 5 and 6, and I look forward to seeing you then. Thanks. Bye.